Good morning, friends. So today, I'm going to do a short video about this activity here, count the eggs. It was included in the Easter packet that I attached to Class Dojo. So count the eggs is the activity we're doing today. Obviously, I only have a black and white printer. It's totally fine. But if you want to take the time to color in the eggs, extra fine motor practice. So that is on you. So what I'm going to do is we're going to work on count the eggs today. But the first thing I need to do is we need to prepare the materials. So I would suggest that you have an adult do it. There's only a couple friends that I know that would be able to cut straight on these lines, and I would not expect them to. I'd be doing it for them in class, and this just would be something that would be in a center. So it's something that you can do at home that's educational that we would be having at school. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my materials ready, and then we'll get started. Okay, so now I have a pile of eggs, and I have a pile of numbers. It'd probably be best to put them in a cup of some sort and get them all mixed up. I'm just shuffling mine because I don't have a cup in front of me right now. But if you just get a cup and shuffle these all up, please, I would stick to, if you're in my 3-year-old class, I would stick to numbers 0 through 10, or even maybe 0 through 15, depending on, your child, how well they know numbers. But my 3-year-old friends, I would stick with 0 to 10. My 4-year-old friends, you can go through 20. They might just need, some of my friends will still need help identifying those numbers. Some of my friends will not. And you may be surprised what your child can do. But if they're struggling, you can even dial it back to numbers 1 through 5. That's fine too. I got rid of 0 because that's not super fun. So we're going to do, I have 1 through 20 here. All right, so I've got all my eggs here, which also, while I was cutting, this can also be a fun patterning game. I was thinking that you could have them make patterns for you because there's a certain amount of each kind of egg, or even sorting. So this game plays a bunch of different things. So, but the whole point of this mat is just for, we're going to talk about number identification. So if you've got all these all mixed up, and like I said, 3-year-old friends, I would suggest 0 through 10 at the most, and then maybe 0 through 5, or 1 through 5, or 1 through 10. So I do 1 through 5 first and see if they can identify the numbers, or even show them the numbers first, and whatever ones they can tell you, those are the ones I would use. And then you can make it harder and harder as the weeks go on. I would save this mat because it's something they can do at home that they would be doing in centers at school. All right, so I'm going to pick a number, and my number on top. So if I had this in a cup, I would be shaking it up. And I have the number 6, okay? So I'm going to put the number 6 right here. This is going to be flat on the table, but I'm going to put the number 6 right here, okay? And what they're going to do is they're going to count out 6 eggs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs, and this is the number 6, okay? So that is all we're working on. That's all I want you to practice, is just knowing what the numerals are, but also the amount of eggs that go with it. It's called quantifying. It's just that we want to know that we're practicing so that when they get to kindergarten, that they know that 6 of something should look like 6 of something, not 3 eggs or 4 eggs or 12 eggs. That's not 6. This is 6. Those are 6 eggs. So if you need any help, please let me know. Like I said, you could also branch out and do a bunch of different games just with these eggs, counting one-to-one correspondence. When I ask for us to count together in other lessons, you can go ahead and use these as counters. It's the same thing. So, but when we're talking about touch to counting, that is, you're laying out 10 of these and they're counting as they're touching them. So let me just Excuse me. So if I'm practicing touching and counting, I'm only going to do a couple, but if I'm practicing touching and counting, I'm going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not rushing. I'm making sure I'm touching it. And this is what your child should be doing, not you. If they need you to model for them or show them how to do it, that's fine. But they are touching, and they don't say the number until they touch that egg. That's more for my 3-year-old friends. Most of my 4-year-old friends have gotten touching to count down, usually through at least 10 to 15, at least 15 at this point, I am hoping. But if you keep working on that with them, then they'll do better and better, and it helps with their rote counting, which is when they just count aloud. So there's lots of different things you can do with this mat and these eggs and these numbers, but I just wanted to show you its intended purpose and then give you other ideas of what you could do with it. All right? Well, you all have a wonderful day. I miss you so much.